Hey kids, here we are, Bill again in the garage. Got my coffee. Finished my coffee. It's like 11 o'clock in the AM on a Tuesday afternoon. So I've been watching a lot of this royalty guy down in, I think he's in Georgia. He's a great ranch guy. So I had a couple of stories of my own because I had to get out of the automotive business because too darn fraudulent, ripping everybody off, especially women. I can't tell you how many times I went over to ladies' houses and they said I had all this done, X, Y, and Z. You open the hood, nothing was done. So you go directly over and confront the guy with the car there in her presence and say, "Look, you said you replaced the AC compressor. That's the old compressor. How can you say that? How can you lie to her like that?" Well, he's looking at his shoes time because you always had a Swiss watch adjuster in your hand, just in case. And once they saw the Swiss watch adjuster in your hand, they knew that they better fess up. Anyway, let's start at the small ones first. So I'm working at a dealership, and one of the sales guys, who are the sales guys, worst of the worst. You need this, you need that, you should get this, replace your cabin air filter. Oh, yeah, how about this? I'll roll my fucking window down, okay? So this guy goes over to a 55-gallon drum, fills it with water, and drops a whole bunch of like toilet blue things in there and starts selling it for $2 a gallon. So how much did he make on that? $110, and that's worth ripping people off? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, John. So let's move it up a notch. Let's move it up a notch. So I was in between gigs and I needed a job, so I started this shop in, I think it's Fairlawn, or it's right on the corner of Fairlawn, Hawthorne, and Glenrock. It was called, and I'll tell you the name because this guy's long gone now, Malincheck Transmissions. So this was the worst of the worst that I've ever seen. So I go there, and a guy wanted me to install transmissions after he fucked them up. So he would take a transmission in there and say he's going to rebuild the whole thing, take it apart, and just replace the one part that was bad and charge him $2,000 for a full tranny rebuild. So I'm watching him one day. He pulls the car in and he transmission service. So you're supposed to pull the pan, put a new pan gasket in, take the filter out, and replace the fluid. So okay, he drops the pan, but he saves all the fluid and he doesn't replace the filter. So he puts a new pan gasket on, and hello, wait for it, here it comes. He puts the old fluid back in. And I said, I look at him, he goes, this is business. No, it's not, it's stealing, it's theft, you fucking asshole. So the next one was, I'm at a dealer again. So this guy comes in, and you got these reception ladies who they're, like our mother's age. They don't know anything about cars. They're just making appointments and stuff. So the guy comes in ranting and raving that he wanted Quaker State oil, and heaven forbid, in his $400,000 luxury model car, they put Valvoline. So gets the service advisor in there, and she goes, "Oh, no problem, sir. Let me have the car. I'll take it back to the bays." So they take it back to the bays. They drain out all his old Valvoline oil, but hence they save it, put all his old Valvoline back in, and just change the sticker on the windshield that says Quaker State. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. And then there's so many more other ones that I just, there's too many to relate. It's such a fucked up business. So I'm working at Powers Motors, and it's still a family owned business at the time. It's in Morristown, hoity toity horse country, and a bunch of famous people live out there. So Ted says to me one day, and Mr. Powers, who started the business, was pretty much not in it anymore. His kid was at this point running it into the ground. So Ted says, grab somebody from car wash and drive out to Mr. Powers' house and he wants you to do something. So go out. Guy's got a gigantic, beautiful place in Morristown somewhere. So this kid's with me, and I'm like, you go into these people's houses, and first of all, I don't like going in anybody's bedroom. I don't care who you are. I don't like being in people's bedrooms. It's icky to me. So, and if you go into these guys' houses, you don't look at anything, you don't say anything, because they got a lot of nice stuff there. And these are self made guys. They're self conscious about what they got now, but they work for it, right? So he wants to come up to the master bedroom and move some television out of there and move another television in. So, okay, me and the kid move the TV in and plug it in and hook it up. And so I told the kid, stay with me, don't go anywhere. So I'm doing everything because the kid is like, one of those 17-year-olds. I don't know. So I look around, the kid's gone. So I'm like, and this Mr. Powers has this beautiful bedroom on the top of his house looking over this pond in his house. So he's looking out the window, and I can see that something's confronting him. So I'm like, he goes, Bill, come over here. So I'm like, what? He goes, what do you think's going on here? So I'm like, I don't really know what I'm looking at. He's got a nice little pond there, and he's got a fountain in the middle, and the fountain's going on and off. And he goes, what do you think? I'm like, well, I don't know. Is it supposed to do that? He goes, no, it's supposed to be on all the time. With that, he goes, follow me. So we go down to the garage, and that's where the main circuit breaker is. And the kid's there looking out the window, turning the breaker off for the fountain, right? So with that, Mr. Powers completely loses his mind. Get this kid out of here. And he had a TD wagon in the garage. That meant nothing to him. He's got 40,000 of them more at the dealership. So he's so mad he pulls out and crushes the whole left rear quarter panel in. So the kid, first of all, when people like that do something, you pretend it didn't happen. So the kid's like, oh, Mr. Powers, are you all right? Are you all right? So the guy, he's now seething. Bill, please get this kid out of my sight. So we're driving back in the company pickup truck, and the kid goes to me, oh, Ted was the serviceman. You think Ted will be mad at me? I'm thinking to myself, no, Ted will not be mad at you because you don't no longer work there anymore. You can't make it up, man. You just can't make it up. I don't know, man. Where these people get off with this shit is it's just too bizarre. So, Karl-Heinz Fiber, Executive Vice President in charge of sales, has a beautiful house in Harrington Park. So we were moving sofas from his house to Long Island City to get reupholstered because the guy was a German tailor. Americans can't tailor anything. They could only tailor your ass in World War II. That's the only thing we learned how to tailor. So anyway, so I'm going with... that's a whole other story, all the other shit that happened with this stuff. So I have to go pick up the sofa. So I take Mark with me. Mark's a great guy. We were called the Ebony and Idiot twins because I was black, he was white. So he was Ebony, I was Idiot. So we go to the house, drop off the sofa, and I said to, so Mrs. Farber says, there's a problem in my mud room. The heater isn't heating. And it was old steam heat, those like radiators and everything. So I say to Mark, I go, it's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock. I go, you want to go to work today? You want to fuck off here? So let's fuck off here. So, all right. So we go, we drain the system, take the radiator. This is all show business now because we don't have any idea what we're doing. So we take the radiator out into the front yard and we stick the hose in it and flush it out. And I'm telling Mark, I'm like, just make it look like you know what you're doing. So he's perfect, right? We're out there, flushing the radiator out, and some rust came out. But we have no power. We just have whatever, 60, 80 pounds of city pressure in the hose. So it's getting around 3 o'clock, so we figure we'll button it back up. So put the radiator back in, fill the system, turn it back on. I don't know, it's still like 80 degrees out. So how you going to know it's getting warm, right? But at night it had cooled down. It's like the spring where she's cooling down as she's heating up. And the words Jackie Stewart. That's another one I'll tell you after this. So we get back to work and drop the truck off. Everybody goes the hell home. So the next day, Karl Heinz Faber shows up with 2 bottles of wine, which Kurt quickly confiscated for him. So he says to the both of us, I can't believe what you guys done, but my wife is so happy. She says it's never got that warm in the mudroom before. So thank you very much. So another thing is that I learned is it's not really what you do, it's show business and what they think you did. So anyway, back to Jackie Stewart. So Jackie Stewart, famous race car driver, English guy, who stopped racing and then went into color commentary in the Indianapolis Formula Circuit. So, and this guy was lovable. Everybody loves Jackie Stewart. Totally loves the guy. So, they come in for a pit stop, and I think they changed the rain tires to dry tires or vice versa. I don't know. So they're restarting the race, and this is fun. This is actually fun to watch. You see these Formula cars, open road racing cars, coming down Indianapolis in the straight, and they're all squiggling around because they're still warming up their engines and they're heating up their tires. And at the same time, the reason they're squiggling around is they're skidding the tires a little bit to warm them up because they're still cold tires and the track's hot. So the guy goes, Jackie, can you tell us what's going on down there? Aye, laddie, I will. So what the lads are doing out there is they're heating their motors up, and they're trying to heat their tires up, and they're trying to cool their motors down. So they're heating up as they're cooling down. They're cooling down as they're heating up. So he's getting on a roll. So they pan back to the booth, and the guy goes, "Okay, Jackie, thanks for that color commentary."